this is pretty sweet. The best part is, I don't think anybody else can camp here. So that means I won't have any neighbors tonight. That's awesome. Decent little boat launch, great little beach. Let me show you guys around. Got a nice little fire pit here, some wood, that's nice. Look at this whole big beautiful lake. Nice little beach. That's actually a nice spot to launch the boat. Let's send the drone up so you guys can take a better look at the area we're in. And I'd like to take a look too. So let's do that, and then we'll get the van unloaded and we'll get out in that water. The day's still pretty young, so I'm excited for this. Anyways, drone time. What'd you guys think? Pretty beautiful. It's pretty big. It's a lot of area to cover for fishing. Big lakes are generally harder to fish in, but I'm not using that as an excuse, because I'm totally gonna catch fish this time. There's just no doubt about it. It's just my turn, I can feel it. Let's get this van turned around, let's get this boat off, let's get some lunch going, and let's go fishing, everyone. I've just seen a huge fish jump like 20 feet in front of me. All right, let's bring in the drone and let's go in that area. As my brother said to me, sketchy at best, but you really don't have any other option to land it in a boat unless I want to chop my feet off with this thing. Oh, another one just jumped. Okay, look at it over there. I don't think they're, yeah, see that? They're jumping literally all around me. But the funny thing is, I'll probably still won't get one. Oh, I got one. Ha 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 ha. Oh, I lost it. No. Okay, all right, well, they like what I have to offer, so let's try it again. Okay, I'm gonna go in a little bit closer. Oh, I got one. Ha 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 ha. I got one. Look at that. Nice trout. Nice rainbow. All right, little buddy. Oh, you're wrapping yourself up in the line. Oh, look at him. There you go. I got one. All right. I might keep him. No, we'll send him back. My first one. Watch that be my only fish of the day. It's okay, at least I caught one. Well, that was freaking awesome to finally catch a trout. It has definitely been a minute for me. I had a few more hits and they're just jumping all around me. But I kind of have another strategy. Because I mentioned that this motor, the clutch wasn't kicking in, I should probably go back to camp and deal with that. I got one paddle to paddle back, so it's going to take me a while. But because I didn't know what lake I was coming to, I brought the electric motor too. So we can come back out here. Might take me forever to get back and then come back, so I don't know. It's very disappointing. That motor is not even a year old, or well, it's a year old, but it is lightly used. It was giving me a little bit of hiccups earlier, and now it's just full hiccup. Either way, I should probably make my way back now. And I really got to get out of the habit of forgetting my oars, because I tucked them up in my shop, like kind of out of sight, out of mind. So once again, I forgot them. Last time I forgot them in the driveway. This time I just plain and simple forgot them. And now I'm paying for it.
A little bit of engine trouble.
Just a little bit.
We heard you over there.
I'm sorry?
We heard you trying to start it.
Oh, it starts good. It's just the clutch, I think, blew on it.
It's got a little cotter pin in the, that might be broke.
Cotter pin in the...
There's a cotter pin in the prop. And
Keep it enough.
Maybe it's
it
sheared.
shears off and then you put a new one in and away you go again.
I was wondering what that was for. I almost threw that away yesterday. I'm like, what's
No,
a stupid thing for it? Okay, quick update. I'm about 15 minutes away from site, and a gentleman and his wife and their puppy came up to me in their canoe, and they said they had heard me starting the motor and it revving really high. Turns out the gentleman is a marine mechanic, and he told me specifically these motors have a little pin that shears, and as if you hit something with your prop or overload it, the pin shears so you don't break the drive shaft. And I was like, you mean this pin? There's two pins here. It comes with the cotter pin and this little pin right here. I almost threw that away yesterday because when I was changing the oil, it kind of fell off. And I'm like, what is this stupid thing for anyways? But I'm like, well, if it's on there, it obviously has a reason to be there. So I just left it. I don't know why it was there. Because of this, if it shears, you have a spare one. So thank you, sir, for letting me know that, because I was ready to kick this thing in the water. I'm quite upset. It's not very old, but I don't know why it would shear. I haven't overloaded it, or honestly, it's just really random that it happened, but he said he's seen weirder things happen, so that's good. I'm hoping that is the problem. I can go back, and I think I have pliers in the van, and he said just pull off that prop. You can just see where the pin kind of basically broke. Slide it out, put in a new one, and you're good to go. So that would be cool. But he was also informing me where we're seeing all these fish jump, you should check it out in the evening. And he said, try your electric motor, which I told him I had, obviously. He said, try that and do a couple passes and you'll do really good. So it's not all bad news. Maybe sometimes things happen for a reason. Either way, I'm almost back, you guys. And the GoPros have overheated, because that's what GoPros do best, other than deleting footage. They love to overheat as soon as it's past like 20 degrees. Gotta get back to it. Here we go. I'll meet you guys back at camp for real this time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we did it. I'll promise to try and cut out the parts where my shirt's off. I have gained some weight over the years. I know it's hard to believe, but this battery weighs double the amount that gas motor does. Do not miss it. Well, I think I'm going to rig up the rods for trolling, It's been a while since I've trolled. And I grew up doing it on my dad's boat. That was very similar to this, so I think I might even try some of the lures that we used to use as kids. Feeling a little bit nostalgic. Over the years, me and my brother always talk about those lures and how we've never caught a thing with them in any of the lakes that we go fishing in now. In the lake that we grew up fishing in every year, every summer we'd spend almost a month at, they would work very effectively, but I don't think they work anywhere else. Even at that lake, people on that lake never used it. It was just my dad's thing. And I grew up thinking those things were the cat's meow, but they aren't really that good. My dad's not around anymore, so sorry, Dad, if you heard that. That gentleman said that it's pretty good fishing in the evening. We're at 3 o'clock right now, so, well, I should set up some rods, set up some line by the time I get out there and start trolling. Might be a good time. Okay, so what I'm talking about are these things. And this one is my dad's favorite. He calls them flatfish. I think that's the legitimate name. And he used to take nail polish and add his own colors to them. But like I said, for the sake of nostalgia, Daddy, this one's for you. That would be cool if we caught one on here. Alright, 2 rods, rigged up for trolling, ready to go. Let's try this one more time, shall we? Wow, this thing is so quiet. I legit forgot how quiet that was. It's kind of nice, but the amount of times I've been stranded is the reason why I got that. And here we go, getting stranded with a gas motor. Well, it's officially been 20 minutes. It's hot AF out here. It's a beautiful evening, even though it's like 3:30, almost 4. I'm enjoying the trolling. It's kind of easy. Definitely less work, but it's not very productive. Well, since I have 2 rods here and I'm done trolling, I'm gonna put a fly and a bobber on one. Just let it kind of hang out there because they still seem to be jumping. And then I'm just gonna spin cast with the other one. Really? Right there? So I've given up casting too. I'm gonna go check out these little islands. I might cast a few times around that area. Maybe spend another hour out in the water and then probably go back to camp. Maybe just have a step 2 and take it all in. It's a beautiful area. I think when I sent the drone out earlier, this is the one with the chair on it. I think. Oh, there it is. Go have a step 2 on that chair. A little area that kind of traps your boat. Cool. Let's go have a step 2 on that chair, shall we? Yeah, this is nice. Well, cheers everybody. I feel like I should bring this chair with me because it's kind of like littering, but it's clearly been here for a while, so I feel like the locals and everybody might come here and chill on it. I feel bad leaving it, but I don't know. I think I'll just leave it here for somebody else to enjoy this. Like, come on guys, this is awesome. It's not really garbage because it's useful. So don't beat me up in the comments if you get upset that I left it here. If it was broken and you couldn't sit in it, I would hands down take it, but that is not the case. Anyways, I guess we'll get going. Ready to go, boat? And away we go. Well, I'll see you guys back at camp. Well, I'm sorry guys, I started a fire without you. I got back to camp and I noticed the house batteries were very low. That is another problem with acquiring more gear and a bigger drone, is it drains the batteries faster. So I had to start the van, and I didn't think you'd want to hear me talk with the background noise of the van running, so I just went straight to chopping wood, starting a fire, having another step 2. Now we're enjoying the beautiful sunset. We'll get some good coals going, and then I think I'm going to cook dinner on the fire. I'll probably just let these all burn down into coals, and I'll put the cast iron pan in it and cook the steak in it. For the time being, guys, I think I'm just going to sit back, relax, another step 2, cheers, and wait for the sun to go down just a bit more. And I think I'm going to send you guys for a little drone flight one more time.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting here. I got time, it's clear to see. From up here, the world seems small.
Well, there's some big chunks in there still, but I'm gonna let these burn down. And I think I'm gonna make a little home for the cast iron pan. No, we'll see how this goes. So I like to go fat side down first, and then I'll flip it onto its side and start timing from there. Going with the salt and pepper. Okay, it's been another minute. I'll probably do this for 4.5 to 5 minutes. Minute 3. All right, let's try it. I'd say I cooked it a perfect mid-rare. Anyways, guys, I'll finish this and I'll catch up with you after. Well, dinner was freaking awesome. That actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. Putting a pan directly into the coals like that, sometimes the heat can be, you know, very unregulated. I was kind of worried about burning the steak. But it worked out really well, perfect mid-rare, and obviously wouldn't damage cast iron pan. So I know that we're going to be running into a fire ban soon here, so I am going to be getting one of those propane fire pits. And I've seen some people cook some pretty interesting meals on those, so I think I'll try that next. I'm going to end it here, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Good morning, everybody. Another beautiful day out here. What did you think of the sunset? It woke me up this morning at like 5:50. Just as it kind of cracked the mountains there, it hit the van. It woke me up immediately. I was like, oh, I should probably film this, so I grabbed the GoPro and set it up. Would have been nice to be a little bit earlier to watch it actually come up, but it is what it is. I was sleeping. So for this morning, as the usual, let's make some coffee and then kind of figure out what I want to do. Oh yeah. What a way to start the morning. I'd have to say this is my favorite part of camping, is having a coffee first thing in the morning, looking at a body of water in the middle of nowhere. I know you guys aren't looking at the water, you're looking at me, I'm sorry. I think I'm gonna leave this one right here, guys. Spare you the details of me packing up and leaving, but I do want to say thanks again for watching, and if you are new here, please feel free to hit that subscribe button, or don't, your choice. But either way, I'll see you again on the next one.